Hey, welcome to Video Dose. I'm Joshua from Everybody's Coffee. Today we are going to be discussing how to change your coffee, tweak your coffee based upon how it's tasting. So when we're trying to figure out how to get the best cup of coffee, what we want to do, of course, is taste what we've brewed. When we're tasting it, if the coffee tastes acidic or sour or too tart, we need to get more extraction. We need to get more of that good stuff out of the coffee that comes later in the brewing process, those sugars. So when it comes to a French press or an immersion method, the easiest way to do that is actually just to brew it for longer. So if you were brewing it for 5 minutes and it tastes a little acidic, brew it for 5.5 minutes. Brew it for 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Keep upping it until you get where you want it to taste. If you're dealing with a pour over, because it's got an exit hole at the bottom of it here, that is not as easy to control how much time the coffee and water make contact with each other. What you want to do there is grind your coffee finer, because the finer the coffee is ground, the longer it takes the water to go through it. It's almost like if you've ever poured water into sand versus water into gravel or rocks. With gravel, the water just kind of goes through it really quick. With sand, it takes longer for that water to absorb down into it. The same is true with coffee. So if you want to get more brewing, what you do is you grind it finer so that it takes longer to go through, there's more dwell time, and also so that each one of those little coffee particles is smaller and the water can go through each particle faster. That's the way to adjust for that. Now what we're going for is to get maximum sweetness, but not bitterness. So the other side of this, if your coffee has brewed too much, is bitterness or astringency. That's the easiest way to tell that you have brewed your coffee too much, is actually that astringency, and by that I mean that it dries your mouth out. Like your aftertaste is kind of like a, man, my tongue is dry. If that's happening, then you've gone too far and you need to step back a little bit so that you're hitting that sweet spot of getting all of the sugars, all of the nice sweet flavors out of your coffee, but not very much of the bitterness out of your coffee. So the way that you do that with the French press or any immersion method, the easiest way to do that is actually to brew your coffee for less time until you get one that's tasting how you want it to taste. The easiest way to do it on a pour over method is to make your coffee coarser so that the water runs through it faster and therefore you don't brew it as efficiently and you don't get too much stuff out of it. That is the easiest way to tweak your coffee so that it tastes as good as it should. Thanks again for watching this session of Video Dose. If you have any more questions about how to dial in that coffee or any comments about it, please do leave those down in the comments section. And if you'd like to get these things every time we do them, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll get them. Thanks again. Have fun with it. I'm out of coffee.